Utah, the best snow on earth. It's no secret that Utah has some of the best snow in all of the world, and with that, it also has some of the best skiing in all of the world. Utah is home to 15 ski resorts and 10 world-class ski resorts within 1 hour radius of Salt Lake City. Growing up in Utah, born and raised, I was taught that in the wintertime, skiing is what you do. And so for the past 15 or 16 years, I've grown a love and a passion for skiing, and it's something that I love doing every season, and I love getting better and better and getting better at my talent. And it's just been something that I love doing so much. But with that, over the past 15 years, it's gotten harder and harder to afford and to continue to love and grow my passion for the sport. So today, I wanted to dive in a little bit and understand why skiing has grown so much and why the prices have gone up in the past 50 years so much. 50 years ago, the average price of a ski lift ticket in the United States was around $5. That would give you access to the mountain for that whole day, as much skiing as you want for that whole day. Today, that same ski lift ticket on average costs around $230, with some ski resorts having passes upwards of $300. $300 for 1 day of skiing is a lot of money, and not a lot of people can afford that. I know myself, I can't afford that. And so I wanted to dive in a little bit and understand why it is like that. Some of the reasons I found is obviously due to the economy and the Olympics happening across the world, as well as money-hungry corporations have made it very difficult for people to learn and continue to love this sport so much. So first, I wanted to talk about, like I said, just growing up in Utah, and that's what we do in the wintertime is we ski. So I found it very crazy when I would talk to people or I'd meet new people, and I'd ask them where they ski. And they would tell me that they've never skied a day in their life. And I find that very baffling because me growing up, I lived 30 minutes within a ski resort. And like I said, Utah is home to 15 ski resorts. And so pretty much everyone has access within an hour or 2 hours to a ski resort. But it's because the prices have gone up so much that it's harder for people to learn and to join the new sport. In an article I read by Rosemarie Cleese titled, "What Was It Like to Go Skiing 15 Years Ago?" She wrote that everyone that she knew went skiing almost every weekend. And as a college student, I'm required to save my money to pay for things such as my rent, my school, my car, and food. And so it's very difficult to buy ski passes and buy new equipment. And as an avid skier myself, I want to take a step back and look at reasons and look at new ways to afford skiing so I can continue to love the sport that I know I do love. In the article, How Vail's Epic Pass Changed the Game, written by No Bullshit, they write, when Vail introduced the Epic Pass in 2008, they changed the game. Their pass holders not only had access to 5 mountains in Colorado, but Heavenly in California as well. The Epic Pass changed the game by creating a season ski pass to several different resorts, all in one pass. Today, the Epic Pass has access to over 20 resorts across the world. As well as Epic, they have a competitor called the Icon Pass. The Icon Pass is the same idea. It gives you access to 20 plus resorts across the world, like resorts in Japan, Austria, and all over Europe. I myself use the Icon Pass. It's the best deal. It's a one-time purchase, and I can go skiing unlimited at all these different resorts in Utah, all for the price of one pass. But with that, it is expensive. It's around $1,000 for an adult, and I don't have just $1,000 lying around that I can just spend on a season pass. And I think that's a problem that a lot of people and a lot of college students and a lot of families have found when they want to get into skiing. Another reason skiing has become so expensive is because of the Olympics. In 2002, the Olympics came to Utah. And in an article, How the 2002 Winter Olympic Games Shaped Regional Development in Salt Lake County by Channing Gibbs, he writes, Utah has had a 42% increase in skier visits since the Games. With this, the resorts have become more and more crowded throughout the years. This has resulted in ski resorts bumping up their ski prices because of the growth in numbers of skiers on every mountain. This question has come up with families and college students as well, and why skiing has become so expensive. And companies such as Vail, who is the owner of the Park City Ski Resort, which is world-renowned for having some of the best skiing, and also it's one of the biggest mountains and one of the biggest ski resorts. They took over, and they had a lot of rules, and it's made skiing less enjoyable on the mountain. And they are just a money-hungry corporation that wants money and doesn't really care about the enjoyable side of skiing and how families want to get into it and college students want to continue to love the sport. Also, another thing with skiing is the markup on ski equipment. On a new pair of skis like these, the markup on these skis, a brand new ski 2023, is marked up 40%, rather than last year's ski, which cost 40% less than this. It's the same ski, but it just has a different graphic, and it's marked up 40%. That makes it very hard. But companies such as Level 9 Sports, they're a Utah-based company. The owner, Mitch Lamb, has created ski packages with other big-name brands to make the equipment purchases more affordable. So it'll have a brand new ski, a brand new boot, and bindings for the price of just a brand new ski, rather than buying all of them separate. And that's made a lot of skiing more affordable for everyone to enjoy. That is just one of the many ways of how you can make skiing more affordable. Also, like I was talking about with season passes, how it is a one-time purchase. If you ski 4 or 5 different times in a season, you'll make your money's worth, and that's a way you can save money, rather than just buying daily passes when you want to go skiing every time. And so with the economy, the Olympics, and money-hungry corporations, like I mentioned, has made skiing very hard to continue to love because of prices going up so much. But there are ways, like I mentioned, with Level 9 having ski packages, and as well as Icon and Epic, with having season passes and giving you access to all different resorts across the world, has made skiing more accessible and has made it easier for newcomers to find that sport and find that joy that I found so many years ago. So I hope by this you were able to learn some things and learn that skiing is sorry, my skis fell. Skiing is expensive, but there are ways to go around it and ways to find it more cheap and find it more affordable for everyone. And so if you haven't already, I encourage you to go out and try skiing and see if you can find that love that I found so many years ago. Thankful I got to share this information with you guys, and that's all I have.